My second video on some of my homemade strongman equipment. My first one is a homemade yoke. You might get some ideas from that video. If you like this one, just follow it, find it in my channel. Here I have two dumbbells. This bigger one I just finished making yesterday. This one's probably this one is the better one that I've made out of the two. This one was kind of a throw together, just out of scrap pieces I found. But someone had asked me how to make a lighter dumbbell, and this one's only 60 pounds empty, as opposed to this one is 120 pounds empty. So I'll give a real quick rundown on this one because someone was wondering the dimensions. This is 3/16 well casing pipe that my buddy just had thrown in the backyard, as you can tell. Let me get around here. Under this pink paint, it's really pitted. Like all the metal's pitted. It was out of round. This was from dropping it, but it was never perfectly round in the first place. Let's see. Okay, for the plate I used 1/2 inch plate by 6 inches. It's pretty stout. My handle 3-inch pipe, just like every other handle in competition that you're going to use. And on the inside, I put 1 7/8 for the loading pipe. And the way I made this one and this one is I made the first half first, just this guy and this guy, and I leveled them and it did as good of a job as I could as far as this round pipe, because it was already out of round and beat up. So it was pretty level at the time, and then of course as you weld it pull. But after a while I was just like trying to get it done, so I just kind of, after that I just lost interest. But what I did is I made this pipe, or this well casing pipe with the 1/2 inch plate, and then in here is the 1 7/8 pipe inside the handle. I measured for the center of this plate right here, put my hole, whatever, cut the hole with the plasma cutter, sat it in there, leveled it from the ground. And then the whole bottom half was done. I welded the 3-inch handle over it. Then for the tricky part is I made this side, stuck it on there upside down, and then I measured basically from the loading pipe to the outside on each side, and it was pretty close. I mean, it was about off maybe 1/16 of an inch. And but either way, you can tell that it's kind of crooked, pretty crooked, but I got the job done. But anyways, that's how you can use this material to make a dumbbell to make 60 pounds. I could fit the 10-pound plates in here, and then a clamp. You can get collars, which I would do, but you can't get 1 7/8 collars because they will not fit an 1 7/8 pipe for some reason. So get the 2-inch collars. Now to the big dog. I had asked people on the internet what the dimensions were if they had the monster dumbbell, and I got dimensions and I got pretty close. There's some things I changed up because just preference, really. Now this pipe was really square. It might not be exactly perfect, but it was perfectly round as opposed to this. What I did on the plate on this one is it's 1/2 inch by 10 inch, going to a 3/8 pipe, and outside diameter from here to here was 13 3/8, I believe. Anyways, all I did was did the same thing over there as I did here. Made the bottom half, did my plate, leveled it this way, both sides, all the way around the pipe. Tacked it here, tacked it there, make sure it was still measured or still level. Tacked it here, checked it, measured it, leveled it. It was all straight. I put the 3-inch handle. But what I did different is guys on the internet was telling me to go about 5 inches lengthwise. But someone told me that was too short, and they told me to go 6 inches. Well, I kind of eyeballed it with 6 inches, and I kind of didn't like it because these dumbbells, these ends are huge. I was digging into my form a little more. So I made it 7 inches actually. It might be a little long, but I'm positive I'll adapt to it if it's too big. Then I did the same over here. Flipped this upside down, slid it down there, and measured it and did all my stuff. One thing the guys were telling me, and I did, which is I'll probably gonna think of later. On the inside right here and here, ground it down as smooth as I could. That's really round. It's not sharp, doesn't hurt your hand. And I think that's going to sit a lot better on the outside of my forearm. This one gets kind of sharp, so I do know what they mean. This one I didn't really ground, I barely touched it. Spent my time on this. Anyways, I'm going to have to get used to it because I'm used to using this little baby dumbbell. As you can tell, it's a hell of a lot bigger, longer and everything, and heavier. But I think it'll be alright. Anyways, guys, that's part 2 of my implements. Tell me what you guys think.